Hey, what's up everybody and welcome. I'm Uranium Spoon, and today we're going to be talking about some tips on tournament gameplay. So shout out to Frostyz LF who suggested this video, and to be honest, this video is extremely necessary because anybody who has played in tournaments understands that it's difficult. It is very competitive. There are a lot of good teams out there, and it is very much needed. A video is very much needed on how to improve our gameplay. So we're going to be hearing from some really legit players, including the number 1, the number 3, number 4, number 6, number 25, and as well as one of the tournament directors. So this advice is coming straight from the top of the leaderboard, and I really hope that it helps you guys out and it helps improve the gameplay of the tournaments as well as the competition. So getting into it, guys, what I asked these people specifically was, what advice would you give a player trying to improve their gameplay during tournaments? So number 1 on the tournament leaderboard, we have Luifox, and he has 480 points, guys. So he has like 55 points higher than number 2. He knows what he's talking about, because that means number 2 would have to win a whole 9-round madness without Luifox even participating, winning any points, nothing like that, just to be up on him. Because a 9-round madness would be 60 points for first place win. So this is what he said whenever it comes to improving your gameplay. He said, find a team. Each player needs a good amount of experience playing the game. Then commit to playing together and learning how your team plays, because that's just as needed to be successful. A team will always go further than one player. So again, he's talking about the difficulty of the tournaments. One player can't make a whole team. 3 people will always beat 1 person. So some really solid advice, and as you guys, if you've been following the tournaments, you know that Club Justice Light, JL, they have been really dominating the tournament department. So shout out to them because they've been doing phenomenal. Next, we have advice from Alby, and he's number 6 with 315 tournament points. So his advice was, tournaments are difficult, but don't get nervous. Try to play lots of matches with your team to build a good connection, and your team must start with good defense and build from there. So he knows what he's talking about. 315 points. That's a lot of points, you guys, especially because the season just started. And looking back, he actually finished the first season at number 1 when it comes to tournaments. So he's a great player. He knows what he's talking about, you guys, and I would definitely listen to his advice. Next, we have some advice from the tournament director, VS Flank, and his advice was, controlling the field is critical. Team chemistry helps your team to recover from mistakes that would normally end with a counter or a goal for the other team. No chemistry will end in frustration, while good chemistry leads to good offense, good defense, and far better chances of winning. So again, going back into, you guys really need to play a lot of games, just regular games together, to learn how each other plays and go from there. Like, chemistry is critical because it's been in pretty much every single tip so far. We're only on number 3. The next person with advice is Kairoic, and he's number 4 on the all-time leaderboard right now for tournament points. So he has 365 points for tournament points for this season. So for season 2, he's got a ton, man. I mean, that's like 6 9-round madness wins. So it's a lot. So what his advice was, team communication is the most important thing. Before you even sign up, you need to know who you're playing with. And it's best to have teammates from the same country so that you can use voice chats during your matches. That's why our chemistry in Justice Light is really good. And that's what leads to winning tournaments. You want to know how to win tournaments? There it is. Next we have Kappa, and he is ranked number 25 currently on the tournament leaderboard, so he's way up there still. He's not top 8, but 25, that means everybody else in the game, however many players there are in the game, he's 25 out of all of them, so it's an amazing accomplishment. And this is what he has to say. Find 2 other players that you enjoy playing with and stick with them. In this game, it's often more important to trust your teammates rather than individual skill. If you know your team well enough, you can pass or slide in advance to gain the advantage. So again, that ties back into the chemistry thing, and it's still very much true. You know, he made a good point with the passing and the sliding, that you can predict what your teammates are going to do just because of your chemistry. And that, I mean, that could literally give you a winning goal, the go-ahead goal, whatever it is. Just that knowledge of what each player in your team likes to do. The final player on this list is Givia, and he is number 3 in the world, guys. So he's a phenomenal player. Played against him a lot over the last several months, and he's solid. I mean, number 3 in the world. What else do I have to say? But this was his advice. He said, I think that the main thing to win tournaments is to be a team player. If there are 3 battlers playing as a team, no one can stop them. A single player can win random games playing solo, but the same player can't win tournaments. So the 2 biggest things that I keep seeing repeated in all of these tips are be a team player and build your team chemistry. So don't go solo, don't try to do it all yourself, don't hog the ball, pass it. Let's trust each other and let's get the competition up, because we're doing these things, because we're trying to get better, and I know that's what you guys want, and these were some amazing tips, guys. I was talking to Joe, and he gave me confirmation on a pretty close number of members that will be able to join each club whenever clubs are introduced into the game. That number is going to be between 50 and 100. So that means each club will hold a maximum of 50 or 100 people, and then once that fills, best of luck, I guess. But the thing is that if you want to get into the good clubs, now is the chance. Now is the time, because the game is really starting to move forward. The clubs are starting to take off. There's a lot more clubs now than there were even just a month ago. So I'm going to be presenting a video where I'm allowing the clubs to use this channel as a platform to recruit you guys. I've just been talking about my club this whole time, but there's more clubs than UNT. I know a lot of you are tired of seeing UNT everywhere, so make sure to tune into the video tomorrow, because that's where you're going to find your chance to find a different club other than Club United. So that does it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, click that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you can get notified whenever I release a video. So until next time, guys, I'm Uranium Spoon, and I'll see you on the field.